It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Nix was not very happy about the snow. Well, okay, I don't know. She had mixed feelings, I feel, about it. I was not happy about it at all. I'm not ready for winter. Last night was such a nice night. Me and Nix literally went and walked around the cemetery at night. It's not freaky to me. It was a beautiful evening. The moon was gorgeous. It wasn't too cold. We had a good time. And then it snowed. We woke up, and I'm just like, all right, Nix, let's go outside and go potty. And by let's go outside, I mean you go outside now without me. Open the door. She's like, no. Went and tried to trick her to go out the front door, thinking that we're going somewhere. No. I opened the door. She looked out, and she backed up. I literally had to push her little booty out the door and was like, go potty. It took her forever to go and find a spot to go to the bathroom. The dumb thing is that this dog was potty trained in the snow. I got her in when we had snow. She knows what snow is. But then, as I was leaving, this girl was having a blast playing in the snow. She does love snow. Like, she will roll in it all day long if she possibly could. Well, she can. Anyways, she doesn't like the cold. She just wanted to be inside with me, snuggling up. But as soon as I was leaving, she was fine. She was playing. She was quite excited. I did get an electric blanket set up for her, so she did have a warm place to go because my poor girl can't be outside all day long in the cold. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly are expecting their first child together. So Megan shares 3 sons with Brian Austin Green, and MGK has a daughter with an ex-girlfriend. And nobody knows how far along she is or what the gender of the baby is, but yeah, she is pregnant. Danny DeVito ranks number 6 on the list of sexiest bald men in the world, and Prince William is number 1, followed by The Rock, and Shaq is in 3rd. Really? I feel like that's interesting. Anyways, yeah, that's what I got for you for your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. Nestle is trying to guess the food trends for the next year, and they include nostalgia, which is a blend of old and new, little treats, whatever that is, and then an emphasis on global and spicy flavors. I'm all about spicy, but if they make my treats even smaller because of everything that's been going on, I already have less potato chips in my bag. I don't need more little treats. I want more treats, bigger treats. Let's do that instead. Oh no, I actually kind of fit into this bubble that they created. The average American checks their phone around 5 times per episode while watching TV and can't make it 15 minutes in before they get bored and want to multitask. That part is correct. I can make it a really long time without looking at my phone. Usually I'll leave it in the other room if I'm trying to calm down for the evening. But the 15 minutes before they're bored and trying to multitask, that one is very accurate. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I was having this thought the other day of what would happen to me if I got rid of my smartphone. Like, I am so tired of having everybody just have full access to anybody and everybody 24/7 and being so stuck on social media. Granted, I do love scrolling TikTok, but part of me just really hates being available to the whole world all the time. Life was so simple and amazing when the only worry was having to figure out the T9 text and trying to get the right letter for the right word. That time was amazing. And those phones were like indestructible and way cheaper than my iPhone. I'm only having this conversation with myself because I'm tired of social media and my phone is acting up again and I don't even want to get a new phone. Phones are expensive these days and I'm tired of it. Anyways, this is just a little rant from Katie Lee. Sorry, not sorry. Spirit Airlines already has the reputation of basically being the rebellious airline, and I love them for that. If there's a hurricane, they're still flying. They got passengers, they got places to be. But now they had a flight to Haiti, and it had to be diverted after being reportedly hit by gunfire. Why does this stuff happen to Spirit every single time? I think it's hilarious. Nobody got hurt, but at the same time, every time it is Spirit. It's Katie Lee here on Z103. I attempted to be a chef last night. So one of my favorite TikTok chefs, her name is Teeny. She was on one of Gordon Ramsay's cooking shows. She's fantastic. I made a tomato soup recipe that she created, and it was so good. And so last night, I wanted to try her homemade mac and cheese recipe. Well, thankfully, I have a best friend that came in to rescue me because I messed it up. My homemade mac and cheese has never really been very difficult. This one was a little bit, my flour and milk and everything and cheese just didn't mix correctly in the roux. And so thankfully, my best friend came in and fixed it all. And then we were able to enjoy the most amazing homemade mac and cheese I have ever had in my whole entire life. Like, oh my goodness gracious. I am going to get all of the ingredients just for the roux to figure out. Because I am going to make this for Thanksgiving dinner. It was phenomenal. Amazing. I don't think I've ever had such amazing mac and cheese in my whole entire life. Teeny, you're brilliant. Your mac and cheese recipe, brilliant. What's a nickname you have and why were you given it? 208-524-1033. So I really don't have any nicknames. The only one that I can possibly think of, I'm only going to say this once in the story once, and I will never mention it on the radio ever again. My nephews used to call me Crazy Aunt Kate, mostly because I'm the most fun and energetic aunt that they have. And there's nothing wrong with that. And it rhymes, and so you're just like, whatever. Crazy Aunt Kate, because I'm fun. I'm the fun aunt. Anyways, over on Facebook, Z103 Idaho. Mike says lunchbox because I'm like a blonde version of Silent Bob. I don't know who Silent Bob is. Sorry. Mandy, Mangelina, and IDKY. My dad started calling me that, then my whole family. Those dang dads, they start the trends and they never end. Shauna, a couple of my friends started calling me Frackin', started as a joke, making fun of my middle name, which I have always disliked and added a portion of my maiden name, has stuck for 20 plus years, although only a few still call me by it. Nix has a few nicknames as well. Not appropriate for radio, but that's about it. Anyways, that is your I Want to Know question of the day. What's a nickname you have and why were you given it? 208-524-1033 or on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. It's so sad. Once this snow shows up, now I realize that I do have to get Christmas shopping figured out. Thankfully, I don't have any friends, and so it's literally just my family members that I have to worry about, and Nix. I'm just kidding, I'm my best friend. Anybody else having to get started on Christmas shopping? Or does anybody have their Christmas shopping done already? I know that there are people out there that do. It is that season once again, cuffing season. That's the time of year when people start pairing up, wanting somebody to snuggle and watch movies with. But if you were like me and you're rolling solo, guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. Own it. Live it up. Think about it. No one's fighting over blankets, so we don't have to share a remote. You don't have to share the snacks, and you have all of the holiday treats to yourself. Holiday treats are the best. Thanksgiving treats, Christmas treats, all of the above. Christmas or Halloween candy that you haven't eaten yet. Highly suggested. So, might as well treat it like a self-care season. And go have fun with yourself. Go out with friends, pick a new hobby, binge that show you've been saving up. Cuffing season doesn't need to be just a need for a +1. It's the time to do what you love. Snuggling up with yourself and a good book on the couch and the holiday treats, absolutely. Just a reminder, just because you don't have anybody this coming holiday season, there's nothing wrong with you. You're fabulous. I love you. You keep doing you. You got this. Z103, it's Katie Lee. There's a thing going around on TikTok right now, and I find it very pointless, but it's very viral right now, I guess. It's called the upside down pizza in a cast iron skillet. Basically, it's literally just a pizza in reverse. So, you go with your meat toppings, veggies, cheese, pizza sauce, and then you put pizza crust dough on top, bake it at 400 for around 40 minutes. But the thing about it is that you're going to need a giant cutting board to flip it over. It looks good, it looks like a pizza, but at the same time, why don't you just cook it the normal way? And then you don't have to flip it over and take it out of the skillet, and you can just eat it out of the skillet like a normal pizza. I don't completely understand the reason and the point of it. I mean, like I said, it looks fantastic, but I feel like people are just doing way too much work for the exact same results. don't these brothers know that they're supposed to hold on to the arguments until Thanksgiving Day? That's when you do all of that. You hold it in, and then Thanksgiving comes, and then you let it all out, okay? So you got two brothers. They lived together, and they were cooking in the kitchen one night, and one of them, nobody knows what exactly they started arguing about at this moment. They were making some kind of food. One brother had a knife, stabbed the other brother. Police showed up, rushed the other brother to the hospital. He's going to be okay. But when they went to go look for the other brother, that one was hiding in a tree. And then they asked him what happened, what was the argument about? And he was just like, well, my brother was talking over the food. That's it. Like I said, you're supposed to save these things for Thanksgiving because it would make more sense. Talking over the food, though, I mean, unless you're like a really big germaphobe or spit dropping into the food, I could kind of understand that, but probably not enough to stab your brother. Sorry, bud. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I'm out of here for the day, my friends. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.